In 2022, I manifested a sales job that made me $11,000 just 3 months after working on that job. And then in 2023, I manifested a business that did $14,000. And then in 2024, I manifested a business that did $10,000 just 30 days after starting that business. Now, I realized that there are four main things that helps a person manifest money very consistently, which I want to tell you. So by the end of this, you don't really have to watch anything else and you can go straight into action. Now, the first step of manifesting money, and I'm sure you've heard this a lot, is shifting your identity. What is an identity? An identity is how you see yourself, how you see the world to view you. It all begins with your thoughts, so then it produces feelings, and those feelings become a part of your new identity. So if you perceive yourself to be someone who can't find any success, if you perceive yourself to be always the victim of life, if you perceive yourself to always be broke, that's what you will keep manifesting more of into your life. For example, in 2022, after me being on the sales job that I manifested for 3 months, I decided to leave the job and I wanted to do my own thing. After me leaving the job, not only did I waste all of the money that I made from that job and I was down to my last like $2,000-$3,000, which is, by the way, it's nothing. Like, I know people may say, oh, you still have money. No, this was to me at the time nothing. And what I wanted to do is start my own thing, build my own thing. Now the problem is I saw myself as only getting lucky one time. I saw myself as never being able to make it on my own. I saw myself stupid enough to actually not start a business or do anything. And because of that mindset, it took me 7 months to find any success with the first business that I ever started. So I stopped taking any action. I stopped waking up 4 a.m. in the morning and trying to work so hard to make things work out. And instead, I woke up every morning, starting my day with a prayer and just meditating. Meditating on what? On being still. Physically and mentally still. I detached from the outer world and I completely shifted inward. I took my attention from the world outside of me and shifted to the world inside of me, and I started to meditate on one singular thing: that I am successful in all that I do. I am successful in all that I do. And I was imagining as if I am already successful. And here's the thing, I want to say something. There's a difference between visualizing and imagining. Visualization is all about creating a full scene that you hope to manifest. Imagining is embodying every single detail of that scene into your body as if that's what's happening right here, right now in your meditation. Every time you come up with an affirmation, don't hope as if that will become a thing. No, I want you to embody it as if that's who you are right now, because that's exactly what I did. I meditated every day saying, I am successful in all that I do. I am smart. I make money out of thin air. My business is growing exponentially. And as I kept embodying that, then things started to actually make more sense. The opportunities started to align, the path started to become clear. And then on the 7th month of me starting that business, I manifested a person who paid me $14,000 for my services. So it all begins with shifting your identity. And what is your identity? How you think and perceive yourself to be. So right here, right now, come up with a goal, come up with an affirmation, something that states an end outcome, and then meditate on it each and every single day. Make sure you're physically and mentally still and tell yourself that I am this right here, right now. Embody it. Don't just think it. No, embody that emotion, embody that feeling. By emotions, I don't mean to feel gratitude or joy or whatever. No, just embody the sense as if that's actually who you are right now. You do that for 2 weeks or so, every single day for 10 minutes, and I promise you things will start to get way better. Now that's the first thing. The second thing is taking action. Everybody who makes manifestation videos, they never tell you this part. They just tell you, oh, you can just sit down, visualize, meditate, say an affirmation, do that for long enough, and you don't have to ever take action, and you will just magically manifest money out of thin air. People will start to come into your life and give you their money. That's not how it works. People actually never give you the path to manifesting money, the clear way. They never give you a clear thing to follow to bring abundance into your life. And you know why they do that? They do that just so you can have hope, watch their videos, and then by the end, when you don't achieve anything, you lose your hope, but then they upload a new video, so then you watch their video, and then you get more hope. So it's like a constant cycle of you having hope, then losing hope, having hope, then losing hope. Just like an endless loop of them benefiting while you get to suffer all the time. By taking action, I mean you should always be of service to people. Give and you get. Always live by that rule. Give and you get. The more you give, the more you get. And by giving, I don't necessarily mean money, I mean advice. And let me tell you a quick story. At the end of 2021 and then just the beginning of 2022, I was on a spiritual journey of just meditating every single day for like 30 to 40 minutes. And the reason for that is because I had bad anxiety problems and I would have panic attacks every single day. I would be on a constant stress cycle every single day. And I took that spiritual journey as a way to just calm myself down. And between that time cycle of the end of 2021 to the beginning of 2022, I was the most positive person you could ever interact with. with. I was spreading positivity, I was spreading love, everybody saw my vibe and everybody liked me. I'll tell you what, there was one time during that period where me and my friends were walking back from our friend's house because we were having a gathering to like the supermarket because we wanted to grab some Coca-Cola and some drinks or whatnot and some snacks. And on our way to the supermarket, my friend goes, Yusuf, I look up to you so much. We were having a chat and then she goes like, Yusuf, I look up to you so much. I'm like, oh my God, this actually, makes me feel good about myself that my advice is helping people out. And what I wish I knew back then is that my advice can be turned into a business. People buy books, people buy courses, people buy coaching programs, mentorships. Why not take my transformation of going from having that anxiety to solving it and selling it to people? Because if my advice is so valuable that I help people for free, imagine when people work with me directly and pay me that money. I didn't know that back then. But then at the end of 2023, in December, I told myself that I am going to be selling my transformation to people. Prior to December 2023, I was already in Facebook groups just giving advice here and there, and I'd have people like reach out to me, pay me $500, some people pay me $1,000. It never really went above $1,000. But when I saw the potential in that, in December of 2023, I made the decision to package my transformation and sell it for $3,000. And best believe, 30 days after starting that business and taking it fully and making that full commitment, I made $10,000. If you're a person who likes to watch manifestation videos, self-improvement, and all that kind of stuff, then I know you naturally like to give advice. Because if you like to get advice, then it's very common to like to also give advice. So why not take your valuable advice and give it to people and have them reach out to you for help? Pick a certain problem that you've solved in your life, make videos about it, talking about how you solved that problem, or go on Facebook groups and talk about how you solved that problem, and start selling your advice for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Honestly, the sky's the limit here. I started with working with busy professionals and I sold my services for $3,000, and then I moved up to high achievers where I sold my services anywhere from $4,000 all the way up to $6,000. And what's good about this is that it no longer becomes work because you're genuinely doing something out of your heart. So it's like more of a passion project. So you don't see it as, oh, I have to wake up and do this, I have to wake up and do that. No, you're giving advice, you're giving help for free, and you're doing something that you actually love because it's something that you were able to solve. So obviously it feels good to you to be helping other people, and then in return life is gonna reward you with people who actually want to pay for your services. So guess what, you run a business that feels good to you and makes you happy, and two, you make money abundantly. You've been giving people so much help that life cannot help but just reward you with what you want, which is to manifest money. Now, after following step 1 and step 2, which is embodying a different identity and taking action, I want you to detach from the outcome. One big problem that people will always face, which is the exact same problem that I faced, it's that instead of focusing on putting one foot in front of the other and just focusing on that I'm always embodied in that state of being that I am who I want to be right now, I started to focus on the end outcome and I started to stress about it. Now, here's something about life. The more you attach so much importance to one singular outcome, the more likely it is you will face the complete opposite outcome, because it's just how life works. You give off desperation, you give off lack, you give off fear. Therefore, life gives you exactly what you project. So what I always like to do, every time I set myself a bigger goal or a new goal or something that I wanted to achieve or have, I would tell myself, listen, I'm good with or without it. I'm good with or without it. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm safe, I'm protected, I have a roof above my head, bed to sleep on, food in my fridge. Everything is good. Do not worry, I am good right here, right now. And I would always tell myself that there's no such thing as tomorrow, and the past doesn't exist anymore, so yesterday doesn't exist anymore. There's only right here, right now. And right here, right now, I am who I want to be. The only thing that actually exists is the present. You have no evidence of tomorrow, and you have no evidence of the past. So just always make sure that every time you see yourself lurking in the future and worrying about the outcome, bring yourself back to here. Ask yourself, where am I, who am I, and what am I doing? Where am I? I'm in my room. What am I doing? Making this for you. And who am I? My name is Yusuf. Life is good. I'm here. What could go wrong? Nothing is going wrong. I'm just right here. So always focus to be present and detach from the end outcome. And always remind yourself that when something is too important to me, realize that the more energy I give it, like fear, lack, and desperation, the more I'm gonna get back. So always be conscious of how you direct your energy. If you see yourself giving off bad energy to an end outcome, stop right here and understand. Consciously tell yourself that the more energy I give it, the bigger the problem gets and the more I'm gonna face the opposite outcome. outcomes. So draw that energy back to you and be still. Be right here, right now. Now, the last thing, which is the fourth thing, and it's making sure that you do more inner work than outer work. What I wish I knew when I started all my businesses, which is 2 businesses by now, is that it's actually 90% inner work and just 10% action. This idea of hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind is the worst way to live life, and is by far the only way to never manifest anything into your life. If you just focus each and every single day on sitting down and meditating on your new self-concept as if that's you are right now, and just putting one foot in front of the other in a business that actually feels true to you, the rest will follow so much easier. Don't worry about how things will turn out. Don't worry about how the clients will come. Just do your part, get out there, pick up the camera and give advice for free, and watch people come to you and ask you for services. Don't do that for 90% of the time. Only do that 10% of the time. 90% of the time, I just want you to sit down, meditate, and be still. Focus on how you direct your energy. Focus on how you perceive yourself. Focus on how you perceive the world. Read books, do breath works, watch videos. Make sure you're always in an uplifted state. So you never go back to old ways of thinking, old vibrations, old frequencies, and all your manifestations will come to life. This video is the best manifestation technique you will ever find. Manifestation is always about changing self-concept and putting one foot in front of the other. That's all what manifestation is about. That's all what manifesting is about. That's what the law of attraction is about. Now you have 2 options. You could take everything that I just mentioned in this chit chat that we just had and you implement it. I hope you took notes. Or I have a better option for you. Down below, there's a link for you to work with me. When you work with me, I won't just be teaching you how to manifest money. No. When you work with me, I will be helping you build out what I like to call the abundance machine, where you can give advice and get paid a premium for it. I'm not here just to teach you about the law of attraction or the law of assumption or the best manifestation technique. I'm here to give you the blueprint to manifest money and also put it into action. Because again, changing your self-concept without taking action is by far the best way to guarantee failure. And I'm here to change that. I'm not like everybody else you watch online who talks about manifestation. I'm here to give you the blueprint and help you build out the same business that I currently run. So if you need help to change your self-concept and change your inner state so you always embody the future in the now, and if you need help building out the exact same business that I run, which is giving advice in exchange for money, then check out the link below, read everything that's in it, check out the proof, and feel free to book a call with me, and I'm more than happy to see how I can help you. But if you don't want to work with me, it is fine. You could just watch this video and my past videos, and I promise you, you'll be good either way.